Hey everyone! So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to get a 5 on your AP Art History exam and an A in the class because I did both of those things last year and I also learned a lot and I really enjoyed the class. First, I want to talk about why I took AP Art History if you're thinking about taking it. One, my school requires that you take an art class and I'm not good at art. Second, I do quick recall, so there's a lot of art history questions in quick recall, so I thought it would be really helpful, and it was. Third, I just like art. I like looking at art and learning about art. First is the multiple choice section, which is worth 50% of your score. It's 80 questions in 1 hour. So if you are a slow test taker too, I just want you to know that this test gives you plenty of time to answer the questions. The second part is the FRQ. The FRQs are worth 50% of your score and you get 2 hours to complete 6 FRQ questions and you have to time yourself based on that. I would highly recommend getting an AP review book. Barron's, that's what I got last year because it's just a comprehensive review, especially if you don't have a textbook. That's a really great way to review everything in one book. How do I study for unit tests and how do I memorize the 250 works of art? Because I think, in my opinion, that art history is really easy AP if you know how to memorize and you spread out your memorization in intervals over the year. To study for tests, what I did was make Quizlets of each of the title and images of the works that I needed to know and just reviewed those. The most important part is knowing the 250 works. So make sure you know what the image looks like, know who made it, when it was made, where it was made, what it was made of, you know, those acceptable identifiers. And I do actually have this huge folder of Quizlets. If you want to check it out, I will link it in the description. The other thing that I did to study for my unit tests and ultimately the AP exam is watch Fleet's AP Art History videos, and I will also link that down in the description because it was so helpful. I would not recommend AP Classroom for AP Art History. Some AP Classrooms are better for other subjects, but it's like excruciatingly boring. I would recommend watching those videos and taking notes and try to make these connections because art history is a lot about connecting past time periods to current time periods and vice versa. I want to talk about the FRQs and what you need to know for those. So question 1 is a comparison question. So they're going to give you a work from the 250 and you have to compare it to another work from the 250. And they will give you 3 works that you can possibly compare it to, but I wouldn't recommend doing those unless one of those works in there is something that you really know. On the test last year, I did one of the works that I was really confident with and compared it to the work that they gave. So you can also do that. The second question was about visual and contextual analysis. So they're going to give you 3 different pieces of art that you have to explain visually or contextually. The third question is a short essay question about visual analysis. You have to connect it to artistic tradition, style, or practice. The fourth question is about contextual analysis, knowing when the work was made, who made it, all of that lead up to the creation of the work. The fifth question is attribution, and that's knowing the art periods and which works fall in what period. And that could be a little difficult if you don't know the works. So again, know the works. The sixth question is about continuity and change. So they're going to give you a work and you have to identify how it continued from past tradition or it changed from past tradition. So I would just recommend keeping up with your units. Your teacher may go out of order because my teacher went out of order, and you can study it that way too. Really, in art history, it doesn't matter what order you study it in. You could do Asian art first and then prehistoric art. Finally, I just want to reiterate the Quizlet again. Quizlet or flashcards are going to be your best friend for this class because you just really need to know this is the Taj Mahal. You just need to know that. Okay, that's it for this video. If you want any other AP review videos or how to get a 5 on an AP exam, please let me know in the comments down below. Or if you have any questions about AP Art History, I will definitely answer them because I loved the class. Don't give up on the class if you're struggling. I was struggling, but I still loved it because there's just so much you need to get into that brain. But it's so fun when you really understand all the connections between the artists and the periods and the works. So don't give up. You got this. Have a great day.